Ladies and gentlemen, the world's largest accommodation provider, Airbnb, they don't own a single real estate or an apartment. The world's largest taxi service provider, Uber, they don't own a single taxi. The world's largest social media platform, Facebook, they don't create a single content. And at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, the world's largest on-demand video and streamlined media producer and provider, Netflix, they don't own a single cinema. All these examples show us how increasingly popular the digital landscape is becoming today, especially in this technologically driven society. And if it is used strategically, that can be leveraged to better meet the ever-changing and evolving demands and the requirements of organizations and businesses. Sri Lanka has come a long way in this digital age and digital initiatives. However, there is still a need to support and assist organizations and individuals to embrace the digital innovation and also to provide, ladies and gentlemen, with the right opportunity for them to maximize the use of what the digital age has to offer, especially in the areas of right execution of marketing strategies and campaigns. Through this first ever SLT 01Awards for Digital Excellence, proudly hosted by, ladies and gentlemen, the national telecommunication service provider here in Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka Telecom, SLT strive to champion digital excellence in the country and to provide an impetus for growth and innovation organizations and individuals. The nation, it's all about use and provide the commitment to both driving the industry development whilst creating sustainable development. Ladies and gentlemen, contributing towards the digital divide. Sri Lanka Telecom, the undisputed leader in telecommunications and of course ICT sector here in Sri Lanka, has been the backbone of all the development strides that the Mother Lanka make during the last 150 plus years. From the earlier days of telephony to the more digital and sophisticated telecommunications that we use today, Sri Lanka Telecom is right there in the forefront in bringing nothing but the best and latest when it comes to ICT here in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka Telecom, we are way more resourced, way more connected, and of course, way more experienced. Ladies and gentlemen, the telecommunication giant Sri Lanka Telecom, in this evening, we are ready to recognize the digital giants like you all. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all about marking your stance efficiently and effectively. Welcome to SLT 01Awards for Digital Excellence, proudly hosted by Sri Lanka Telecom.
An efficient telecommunications network is the foundation for building an information society. Sri Lanka Telecom takes immense pride in its contribution towards a decisive role which rallies round our motherland in achieving her development strides. For over 150 years, Sri Lanka Telecom has been the backbone and strength for taking the nation through the years, from the earliest days of telegraph and telephony to the exciting world of futuristic communication technologies that we enjoy today. And being the national telecommunication services provider, Sri Lanka Telecom is entrusted with the task of devising new strategies to espouse the latest transport technologies and drawing optimum performance. The government of Sri Lanka reiterated the fact by issuing NBN, National Backbone Network license to Sri Lanka Telecom. SLT Backbone Network connects locations across the island with uninterrupted high-speed connectivity, meeting the requirement of higher capacity of broadband to the nation. Simultaneously, this advanced SLT Backbone Network has the competency of integrating a plethora of services such as voice, video, data and transporting them to the desired destination in a fraction of a second. Apart from these, SLT Backbone Network also facilitates the backbone necessities of other telecommunication operators in Sri Lanka as a national obligation and reinforcing that SLT embraces the unparalleled rank of National ICT Solutions Provider. SLT is delivering against its strategy to evolve a world-class broadband access network accessible to all Sri Lankans to increase broadband penetration, which directly contributes to economic growth of the country. To achieve the predefined goals of the network modernization project, SLT continues to transform the traditional copper-based access network architecture to a high-speed Sri Lanka program, neck and foot quality of sufficiency by reducing maintenance and operational costs, improving network reliability, whilst growing the customer base and expanding into underserved areas to grow market share in line with the government policy of ICT to the entire nation. SLT Backbone Network, whilst forming a connection locally covering entire Sri Lanka, also links the island nation to the world, facilitating linkages with SeaMe-V3, SeaMe-V4, Bharatalanka and the Ragu cable systems, and today with the SeaMe-V5 submarine cable system. SLT Backbone Network has taken Sri Lanka closer to the world and increased the horizons of each individual as never before, and an era where we don't use technology, but we live with technology. Sri Lanka Telecom.
Come on, everyone, big round of applause to Sri Lanka Telecom. Right, now it's time to gentlemen. It's our sheet with, ladies and gentlemen, the much awaited and Mr. Lakshman Bandarana and panel of judges. Operation, Ms. Himali Gundatilaka, Assistant General Manager, Business Development Marketing of HDFC Bank of Sri Lanka, one of the judges as well, and Mr. Chintakasi Vijaysurya, Chief Regional Officer of Sri Lanka Telecom. Can we have all of you on the stage, please? Right. Ladies and gentlemen, the best digital enabled product or service in the information sector. The nominees are Osmium Private Limited, Bialita Private Limited, and iContext Content Convergence Private Limited. The award for the best digital enabled product or service in the information sector goes to iContext Content Convergence Private Limited. Congratulations, iContext Content Convergence Private Limited. Right, the next category award for the information sector, Best Digital Integrated Campaign. The nominees are WSO2 and Arimac Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, the best digital integrated campaign information sector. The award goes to WSO2. Congratulations, WSO2, being rewarded for the best digital integrated campaign in the information sector. Right, the next category award, the Best Community Empowerment Program, Information Sector. The nominees are Vita Private Limited and Orange IT Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, the award for the Best Community Empowerment Program, Information Sector, goes to Vita Private Limited. Congratulations, Vita Private Limited, the best community empowerment program for the information sector. Right. Next category award, ladies and gentlemen, the best digital media agency in the information sector. The nominees are Extreme Web Private Limited, 3CS Asia Private Limited, and Z Messenger Private Limited. The award for the best digital media agency in the information sector goes to Z Messenger Private Limited. Congratulations, Z Messenger Private Limited, winner of the Best Digital Media Agency Award in the information sector. Right, the next category award, ladies and gentlemen, the best website or microsite in the information sector. The nominees are Cloudwire Cbit Private Limited and Cfact C Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, the award for the best website or microsite in the information sector, and the award goes to CTEB Private Limited. Well done, congratulations. Citeb Private Limited, winning the award for the best website or microsite in the information sector. Right, one final category award under the information sector. That's the best use of mobile. Let's take a look at the nominees. Z Messenger Private Limited, CFX Private Limited, Superb Business Solutions Private Limited. And the winner is Z Messenger Private Limited, winning the second award of the night. Well done, congratulations, Z Messenger, and thank you very much, the presentation party. Right, ladies and gentlemen, next sector to be rewarded, travel and leisure sector. Right, ladies and gentlemen, to do the honors, can we have with us Chairman of Cornucopia, Lanka, Mr. Dinesh Veerakodi, along with Mr. Dhananjay Vithanage, General Manager, Upala Newspapers Limited, Mr. Intikab Zufa, Head of Admission, Marketing, Europe International Medical Campus, one of the judges as well, Mr. Roshan Kalwarachi, Chief Executive Officer, Sri Lanka Telecom Human Capital Solutions Limited, and Chief Business Strategy Officer of Sri Lanka Telecom, and Mrs. Indrani Hissella, Chief Human Resource Officer of Sri Lanka Telecom. Presentation party, can we have all of you on stage, please? Ladies and gentlemen, we know that all these digital platforms and digital initiatives are there to take our lives beyond what we have expected and to make our lives more easier and simpler. That doesn't mean that you can be such, monotonous and lethargic in giving your applauses to all the winners. So you all are kindly requested to give your best possible applauses, ladies and gentlemen, right? Because it's about celebrating all the digital giants here in Sri Lanka. Right. Under the travel and leisure sector, we are ready to recognize the best digital enabled product or service. The nominees are Find My Fare Private Limited and Prague Service Private Limited. And the winner is Find My Fare Private Limited. Congratulations, Find My Fare Private Limited, the best digital enabled product or service under travel and leisure sector. Come on, with more energy. A big round of applause. Come on. That is what is expected of you. Right. The next one, ladies and gentlemen, the best digital integrated campaign, travel and leisure sector. The nominees are Hemas Travels Private Limited, E-Marketing I, and the Escort Limited. The winner is Hemas Travels Private Limited. Congratulations, Hemas Travels Private Limited, the best digital integrated campaign. Right, the next category, ladies and gentlemen, best digital media agency under the sector travel and leisure. The nominees, only one nominee, apparently the winner as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the award for best digital media agency under the travel and leisure sector. The award goes to E-Marketing I Private Limited. One final award under this category, which is the best website or the microsite in the travel and leisure sector. The nominees are Find My Fare Private Limited, Aiken Spence Hotels, and Prague Service Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Find My Fare Private Limited. Congratulations, Find My Fare Private Limited, winning the second award of the night. So thank you very much, the presentation party. And now, ladies and gentlemen, one final sector under this stage of presentation of awards, and that's about recognizing the digital giants in media and publishing sector. Can we have with us on stage to present the awards, Mr. Ravi Jayawardena, Chairman, Sri Lanka Rupawahini Corporation, Mr. Wong Min, the Chief Executive Officer of ZTE Lanka Private Limited, Mr. Gehan Block, Head of Digital Business, Vijay Newspapers, and Mr. Tilak De Silva, Chief Business Innovation and Development Officer of Sri Lanka Telecom. Right, ladies and gentlemen, recognizing the organizations coming under media and publishing. First, the best digital enabled product or service. The nominees are Soft Image, Ikman Private Limited, and EAP Broadcasting Company Limited. And the winner is EAP Broadcasting Company Private Limited. Congratulations, EAP Broadcasting Company Limited, the winner of Best Digital Enabled Product or Service under Media and Publishing Sector. Right, we're going to move on to the next category, which is Best Digital Integrated Campaign. The nominees are Derana Macro Entertainment, Pixel Advertising Solutions, and In-Game Entertainment. The winner is Derana Macro Entertainment Private Limited. Well done, congratulations, Derana Macro Entertainment Private Limited. Right, we're going to move on to the next category, ladies and gentlemen. Best Community Empowerment Program. The nominees are Igmon Private Limited, Row Media, and Read Me. And the winner is Igmon Private Limited. Congratulations, Igmon Private Limited, the Best Community Empowerment Program, Media and Publishing Sector. Next, the Best Digital Media Agency. The nominees are Extreme SEO Internet Solutions, DigiBrush Productions, and Woo. The winner is Extreme SEO Internet Solutions. Congratulations, Extreme SEO Internet Solutions. All right, we're left with 2 more awards under this sector. And first to be rewarded, ladies and gentlemen, out of the 2, the Best Website or Microsite in the Media and Publishing Sector. The nominees are Igmon Private Limited, Lotus Technologies Private Limited, and they have made 2 submissions. That's why the name repeats. Ladies and gentlemen, the Best Website or Microsite, the winner is Ikman Private Limited. Right, congratulations, Ikman Private Limited. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, the best use of mobile under the media and publishing sector. The nominees. One nominee and the winner also. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Lotus Technologies Private Limited. Congratulations, Lotus Technologies Private Limited, winning the award for the best use of media and mobile. Thank you very much, presentation party. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to add more color and glamour to this blissful gathering. The first ever SLT 01 Awards for Digital Excellence, proudly hosted by Sri Lanka Telecom. And it's time for some entertainment.
Power up the brace cannon. Fire. Power up the brace cannon. Fire.
Sri Lanka's first and only fiber optic broadband network with speeds of up to 100 Mbps. Experience the power of right now. SLT Fiber, the smart line.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, today we live in an exciting age of unbelievable innovation, where the progress moves at the speed of imagination, simply driving a vision of some unbelievable possibilities and taking our lives beyond what we have expected, making societies more intelligent and efficient. On this backdrop, ladies and gentlemen, the technology and the capabilities change as we speak and as we enjoy all the features of all these digital marvels. On this backdrop, ladies and gentlemen, for an organization of the caliber of Sri Lanka Telecom, leadership plays a pivotal role. Apart from the chairman, the group chief executive officers, and all other officers, ladies and gentlemen, the political leadership also plays such a pivotal role. Now it's time to call upon the Honorable Minister of Telecommunication and Digital Infrastructure, who's always been in the forefront in bringing all these latest technologies and the best of modern technologies to Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Honorable Harin Fernando to address the gathering.
Hi, good evening. I said the podium is in a bit of a corner, so I'd rather speak in the middle. Good evening, and thank you for having me. First and foremost, I want to do a Dilip Vijayasundara style, I would say, the GCO, who's a more of a modern man at SLT, which I'm very happy and proud about. Chairman, GCO, all the senior management at Sri Lanka Telecom, and Mobitel as well, I suppose they're here as well, and all the dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. I think it gives me great honor and pleasure to be here. First and foremost, I love the name. And I asked the man behind the scene, Ajanta, why did he choose Ground Zero? As I always say, this ministry was quite new to me when I took over. And the word digital was also quite new. Some people take the mickey out of me saying that I didn't know what my ministry was. But that's fine. That's how the world goes. And I always believe a politician should not have a ministry that he knows too much, because he would completely mess it around and muck it around, and he would just completely make a mockery out of the situation. So I think I got a ministry that I didn't really know. I wanted to learn about the ministry. It worked well for me, I hope, so far. People call me the Balloon Harin. That's okay. I love the name. That's pretty much fine with me for now. But when I realized and I asked them, why did they take Ground Zero? First thing that I did also, when I knew it was digital, the ministry, I knew it was numbers. From analog to changing into digital, and it's from 0 to 1. Fantastic name. Congratulations. You hit the nail on the head. Lovely name. Ground Zero is 01 is a brilliant name for this concept. And what they have done, Sri Lanka Telecom is the forefront in all these initiatives that we are trying to do in digitization. Whether you are aware or not what the ministry is trying to do, I do not know. I think this government lacks in communication, which I always keep saying. We have started many initiatives trying to digitize Sri Lanka. SLT is the only backbone provider and the fiber optic license provider, which I think we need competition. Sitting at SLT, I'm saying it, at the SLT's helm of the place. But I say we need competition to give more digitization to the country. SLT currently has the backbone license, which they have given fiber optic up to 25,000 kilometers in the country, which has covered 25,000 kilometers. The last mile is an issue, but right now we are on a project called LGN, which will connect all the state institutions, government offices, ministries, AGA departments, everything connected, which they will have 100 Mbps connectivity. This will completely change. This will completely change the landscape of Sri Lanka and how people will start thinking. The government officers will start thinking. They are a bit scared, but they will start changing in time to come. What we have started in the schools, people still complain. When you try to make a change, people will start complaining. but I'm sure you guys are IT savvy. You do like to embrace technology, but there is a set of people who still do not believe in technology. But we need to convince them. You guys are the ambassadors who needs to convince them to absorb or embrace the change. What we have done in the schools, what we wanted to do to give the 200,000 tablets would be a fantastic project. The kids understand technology, but the bottleneck is the teachers. They are worried. They do not want to teach the kids with the tablets because they are still not ready whether we can change or transform. These are changes that we need to do once we have the infrastructure built. As they were saying, as you were seeing on the screens, SME5 cable, that's SLT are done, will give us 6 times the speeds of internet. SLT needs to still move forward, services, custom services. We are going to different models. Dileepa, the top management, we all have spoken about various models we are going to introduce. We are moving in from CapEx to OpEx models just to give more value addition at SLT. So trust me, within another 1 year's time, SLT will be in a very different mindset, and how we change and how we service ourselves will be very different. So I'm very excited for the next year of SLT, and I'm sure SLT will be growing from strength to strength. We are looking at acquiring mergers, we're looking at tower companies, we're looking at network sharing, we're looking at all the various options, how we can grow this business and how we can survive and give you a better service. What we're doing today is also phenomenal. It's brilliant because we are encouraging youngsters, companies, brands to excel, and SLT is encouraging it. Hats off from a traditional SLT moving into a modern SLT, and I want them to be more modern than what they are also. So I'm encouraging them to see the personal young guys, moving them. We had a strategic meeting on last Monday. I said SLT has to have an R&D and innovation arm. That's where we will build our own apps, where we will do our own innovations, and we can find the cream of the talent, of the young talent, to come in and work for SLT. So we are trying to invest our own money for an R&D center inside SLT. I think one of the first companies, the few first companies in Sri Lanka who will start doing it, because we live and breathe innovation and new ideas and ideologies. So I don't want to take much of your time. I just want to thank SLT for doing this. This is something, as I took office, when I met Ajanta and the group, I told them this. They took it with open hands, and I never realized that they would do such a fantastic job. I'm overwhelmed. I'm really happy and I'm proud. Just one word of advice for people who won, who didn't win. Just don't be discouraged. I myself can tell you how many elections I've lost. I've won, but I don't know again whether I will win or not. But that's the part of the game. You just need to be sure that you don't give up. I have read so many articles. I don't know, maybe because I just won only once. I mean, I'm worried about losing. But you just need to keep believing in yourself. All the top entrepreneurs in the world are people who have not been academically on top there, but they have just been persistent. They've been trying. They've never stopped believing in themselves. So keep believing. Don't forget that you can do what you have believed. I myself never believed where I will get when I was in school. So here I am today, and I think just because I believed in myself, I got somewhere. So keep believing, and all the best to you, and good night. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much, Honorable Harin Fernando. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to call upon to join the Honorable Minister on stage, Chief Executive Officer, Huawei Sri Lanka, Mr. Wong Shin Loong, and of course, Head of Marketing of Sampath Bank PLC, one of the judges as well, Ms. Nadi Dharmasiri, Ms. Abhay Amaradasa, General Manager, Associated Newspapers, Ceylon Limited, and Mr. Chandasiri Kallupahana, Group Chief Internal Auditor of Sri Lanka Telecom. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off this stage with healthcare and personal services sector. And the first category to be rewarded, Best Digital Enabled Product or Service under the healthcare and personal services sector. The nominees are ENT Department of District General Hospital, Hambantota, National Hospital of Sri Lanka, District Hospital, Dompe. And the winner is District Hospital, Dompe. Congratulations, District Hospital, Dompe. Right. Next, ladies and gentlemen, the Best Community Empowerment Program. The nominees are John Gills Foundation, Lakshi Hair and Beauty Salon. And the winner is John Gills Foundation. John Gills Foundation, Best Community Empowerment Program. Congrats. So thank you very much. The presentation party. Right, the next sector, ladies and gentlemen, we have the professional services. Right, to present the awards, can we have with us Chief Executive Officer of TVS Lanka and the Director of Richard Peer's Distributors, Mr. Ravi Lianage, along with Mr. Chandana Tilakaratna, Chief Executive Officer, Independent Television Network, Mr. K.A. Kitti Pereira, Group Chief Enterprise and Wholesale Officer of Sri Lanka Telecom, and Mr. Nalin Pereira, Chief Executive Officer of Sri Lanka Telecom, Mobitel. Presentation party. Can we have all of you on stage, please? Right, first to be rewarded, ladies and gentlemen, the Best Digital Enabled Product or Service, Professional Services Sector. The nominees are Loons Lab, Lanka Property Web Private Limited, Z Messenger Private Limited, and the British Council Sri Lanka. And the winner is Z Messenger Private Limited and the British Council Sri Lanka. Congratulations to both organizations, Z Messenger Private Limited and the British Council Sri Lanka. Right, next, ladies and gentlemen, the best digital integrated campaign coming under the professional services sector. The nominees: Benchmark Innovation Private Limited, and you are also the winner. Benchmark Innovation Private Limited. Congrats, Benchmark. Benchmark Innovation Private Limited. Right, next, the Best Community Empowerment Program. The nominees are Ons Bay and Homelands Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Ons Bay. Come on. Bigger round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to Ons Bay. With some energy, come on. Best Community Empowerment Program. Professional Services Sector. And now, the best website or the microsite. The nominees are Lanka Property Web Private Limited, Asia Pacific Institute of Information Technology, and Sinhala Baby Names. The winner is Lanka Property Web Private Limited. Congrats, Lanka Property Web Private Limited. Thank you very much, the presentation party. Right, here at the first ever SLT 01 Awards for Digital Excellence, proudly hosted by Sri Lanka Telecom, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to celebrate the retail sector now. And to present the awards, can we have with us Chairman Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority, Mr. Paddy Vithana, Chief Executive Officer, Sri Lanka Computer Emergency Rescue Team, who's also one of the judges, Mr. Lal Das, Mr. Nista Kasim, Chief Executive of the Daily FT, who's also one of the judges, and Mr. Ranjit G. Rubasingha, Chief Executive Officer, Sri Lanka Telecom Campus. Ladies and gentlemen, under the retail sector, we are ready to recognize the best digital enabled product or service. The nominees: 7 Media Holdings, and you are also the winner. 7 Media Holdings. Congratulations, 7 Media Holdings. Right, we're going to move on to the next category award, which is Best Digital Integrated Campaign, Retail Sector. The nominees are Loops Solutions Private Limited and Z Messenger Private Limited. And the winner is Loops Solutions Private Limited. Congratulations, Loop Solutions Private Limited. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Best Digital Media Agency of the Retail Sector. The nominees: Cypher and Loops Solutions Private Limited. And the winner is Cypher. Well done, congratulations, Cypher, the Best Digital Media Agency of the Retail Sector. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Right, the next sector to be rewarded, ladies and gentlemen, manufacturing, transportation, storage, and logistics. Right, can we have with us Professor Gihan Das of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, along with Mr. Lakshman Bandaranayaka, founding publisher, director, Lanka Business Online, who's also one of the judges, Mr. Mahinda Herath, Group Chief Planning Officer of Sri Lanka Telecom, and Mr. Priyantha Fernandes, Chief Network Officer of Sri Lanka Telecom. Gentlemen, can we have all of you on stage, please, to do the honors and to present the awards for the manufacturing, transportation, storage, and logistics sector. The best digital enabled product or service. The nominees are Loves Holdings Limited, MS Legato Private Limited, and Higher One Technologies Private Limited. The winner is MS Legato Private Limited. Congratulations, MS Legato Private Limited. Right, next, the Best Digital Integrated Campaign for the manufacturing, transportation, storage, and logistics sector. The nominees are Litro Gas Lanka Private Limited and Loops Solutions Private Limited. And the winner is Litro Gas Lanka Limited. Well done. Congratulations, Litro Gas. The Best Digital Integrated Campaign. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the best website or the microsite. And the nominees are Loves Holdings Limited and eMarketing I. The award for the best website or microsite goes to Loves Holdings Limited. Come on, Loves Holdings Limited. Shaktiya Lanka. With some energy. Congratulations, Loves. Right, congratulations to the winners and thank you very much. The presentation party, thank you very much. Next sector to be rewarded, ladies and gentlemen, government institutions and non-governmental organizations. Right, to present the awards, can we have with us Mr. Dinesh Virakodi, along with Mrs. Chitrangani Mubarak, Chairperson, ICTA, Mr. Ajit Madhura Peruma, Chairman, Sri Lanka Computer Emergency Readiness Team, Dr. Lakit Pires, Managing Director, Hemas Hospitals, who's also one of the judges, Mr. Malraj Balapidia, Chief Executive Officer, Sri Lanka Telecom Publications Private Limited, and Mr. D.W.R. Vijayveera, Chief Information Officer, Sri Lanka Telecom. Best Digital Enabled Product or Service. The nominees are SOS Children's Villages Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority, and the District General Hospital Ampara. The winner is District General Hospital Ampara. Well done, congratulations. District General Hospital, Ampara. Right, next category award, ladies and gentlemen, Best Community Empowerment Program. And the nominees are Spotlight Complaint Management, SamajaSatkara.lk, SL2 College Guarantee Limited. And the winner is Spotlight Complaint Management. Congratulations, Spotlight Complaint Management. Right, next we have the best website or the microsite. The nominees are one nominee and the winner as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the award goes to Consulate General of Sri Lanka, Dubai and Northern Emirates. Well done, congratulations, Consulate General of Sri Lanka, Dubai and Northern Emirates. One final award under this sector, that's for the best use of mobile. The nominees, Ceylon Electricity Board, Kandy City Area. And the winner as well. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for, come on, a big round of applause, Ceylon Electricity Board, Kandy City Area. Well done, congratulations. Presentation party, please remain on stage as we move on, as we're going to move on to the individual awards now. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, under the individual awards, we will recognize the best software or the application development. The nominees: Isuru Karyavasam, Kanishka Veeramunda, and Nuan Dehigaspitia. The one and only individual award to be presented here at SLT 01 Awards for Digital Excellence is presented to Nuan Dehigaspidia. Well done. Congratulations, Mr. Nuan Dehigaspidia. Thank you very much. The presentation party, please be seated. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, being held for the very first time, SLT 01Awards for Digital Excellence, proudly hosted by the undisputed leader in the ICT sector here in Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka Telecom. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to recognize the services rendered by the members of the eminent panel of judges and who had the hardest of tasks in drawing and coming up with the winners and to be celebrated here at the grand finale. To present them with a very special token of appreciation, can we have with us, ladies and gentlemen, on stage, Group Chairman of Sri Lanka Telecom, Mr. P.G. Kumarasinghe Sirisena, Group Chief Executive Officer, Sri Lanka Telecom, Mr. Dileepa Vijayasundara, and the General Manager, Corporate Relations, Mr. Rohana Ellavala. Can we have the three gentlemen on stage, please? And also joining the presentation party, ladies and gentlemen, we have the man behind the game, as the Honorable Minister correctly mentioned, the Group Chief Marketing Officer of Sri Lanka Telecom, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ajanta Seniviratna as well, joining the members of the presentation party. Right, ladies and gentlemen, first to be recognized of the panel of judges, Dr. Travis Pereira. And next, ladies and gentlemen, we have Dr. Lakith Piris. It seems that Dr. Lakith Piris is not available. In his absence, we're going to move on. Next, we have Mr. Hiran Kure. And he is also not available as he's in overseas. Mr. Hiran Kure. And next, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lakshaman Bandaranayaka. Next, we have Mr. Nimal Gunawardana. He is also currently overseas. And then Mr. Lal Dias. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Mr. Ravi Lianage.
Next in line to be recognized, Mr. Rohan Palavatta. Is also currently overseas. Mr. Dilip Mudadeniya, currently overseas. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nistar Kasim. Ladies and gentlemen, the Miss Nadi Dharmasiri. And next in line to be recognized, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gehan Block. Next to be recognized, Mr. Intikab Sufa. Next in line to be recognized, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Himali Gunatilaka. And then Mr. Tafi Al-Hakoon. In the panel of judges, ladies and gentlemen, we also had 4 international judges as well. And now it's time to recognize their contributions. Starting, Miss Charulata Ravi Kumar. Mr. Paul R. Smith. Mr. Saurav Jain. And one final member of the panel of judges to be recognized, Mr. Alvaro Kusenda. Right, on behalf of Mr. Dimal Gunawardana, since there's a representative on his behalf to accept his special token of appreciation. Right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to recognize the contributions made by the partnering institutions. And we're going to start off with the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka, CA, Sri Lanka. Can we have with us the President, Mr. Asantha Wickramasinghe? Come on, everyone. Big round of applause to the partnering institutions as well. And the next partnering organization, institution to be recognized, Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, SEMA, Sri Lanka. Ms. Nilushika Gunasekara, Head of Finance of SEMA, Sri Lanka, to accept the special token of appreciation. Right, we're going to move on. Next, ladies and gentlemen, from a management accounting organization to a marketing organization. The Chartered Institute of Marketing Sri Lanka, SIM, Mr. Brian Selvanayagam, Chairman. And the next partnering organization to be recognized, Federation of Information Technology Industry Sri Lanka, FIDIS, Dr. Kitsiri Manchalayaka, the Chairman. And next to be recognized, ladies and gentlemen, the Institution of Engineers Sri Lanka, IESL, Engineer Jayavilal Megoda, the President, to accept the special token of appreciation. Right, we're going to move on. Next to be recognized, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Tilak De Silva, Engineer Tilak De Silva, to accept the token of appreciation on behalf of the IESL. Engineer Tilak De Silva, also a former president of IESL. Right, next, the Institute of Personnel Management, IPM, Professor Ajanta Dharmasiri, President, to accept the token of appreciation. All right, next, the Sri Lanka Association of Software and Service Company, SLASCOM, Ms. Chandi Dharmaratna, General Council Member of SLASCOM, to recognize the token of appreciation. And one final partnering organization to be recognized, ladies and gentlemen, Sri Lanka Computer Emergency Readiness Team, Sri Lanka SAT, Dr. Ajanta Madhura Peruma, Chairman, to accept the token of appreciation on behalf of Sri Lanka SAT. Right, thank you very much. The presentation party, please be seated.
Over 20 years ago, it was Sri Lanka Telecom that connected the nation to the internet. The first internet package via dial-up gave users their first slow glimpse of the internet. In 2002, we introduced ADSL broadband, which enabled customers to share up to 2 megabit per second. We then introduced packages to suit different service requirements of customers, whether individual or enterprise, education, entertainment, and beyond. And we ensured that Wi-Fi was promoted for simultaneous use by multiple devices, such as smartphones and tabs. In 2014, we launched SLT 4G LTE and followed it with Smartline, which provided users with speeds of up to 100 megabit per second. We have been a part of many Sri Lankan firsts in the field of communications and will continue to empower the nation through innovative solutions and cutting-edge technology. Sri Lanka Telecom, the #1 fastest broadband network.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, here at this first ever SLT 01 Awards for Digital Excellence, proudly hosted by Sri Lanka Telecom, we are ready to present the Lifetime Awards in recognizing services and human contributions rendered by 3 individuals. To present these 3 individuals with the awards, can we have with us on stage Honorable Harin Fernando, the Honorable Minister of Telecommunication and Digital Infrastructure, Mr. Vasanta Deshapriya, Secretary to the Ministry of Telecommunication and Digital Infrastructure, Mr. P.G. Kumarasinghe Sirisena, Group Chairman of Sri Lanka Telecom, Mr. Dileepa Vijayasundara, Group Chief Executive Officer of Sri Lanka Telecom, and Mr. Ajanta Seniviratna, Group Chief Marketing Officer of Sri Lanka Telecom and Chief Executive Officer of Sri Lanka Telecom Visioncom Private Limited. Gentlemen, on stage please. Come on everyone, big round of applause to our presentation party as well. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, first to be recognized with a Lifetime Award, Professor Abhay Indruva. This Lifetime Award is presented to Professor Abhay Indruva in recognition of the human contribution he has made to the computer education sector and data communication industry over the years by pioneering ICT education and by playing a pivotal role in the development of the internet in Sri Lanka. In doing so, Professor Indruva has positively impacted the national socio-economic development and has won many international accolades for his work. In the sphere of ICT education, Professor Indruva founded the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at the University of Moratuwa in 1985. This was the first department and still is the only one of its kind in a Sri Lankan state university. The study program he pioneered during his tenure as the head of the department from 1985 to 98 helped establish a strong institution that continues to mold the competencies of all the young men and women into national assets. As such, they represent a key factor of production vital for the success of the ICT industry. Professor Indruva also served as a member of the Computer Education in Schools Steering Committee, which was an initiative set up by the Ministry of Education from its inception in 1984 until 1998. Professor Indruva pioneered academic and research networking and internet development and deployment in Sri Lanka. Between 1989 and 95, he served as the prime mover, principal investigator, and project leader of the Lanka Experimental Academic and Research Network LEARN, to provide data communications throughout the island. With limited resources, he introduced Learn Mail, the first IP-based email in Sri Lanka in 1990. Deployed Learn, the first IP wide area network, universities and the research centers here in Sri Lanka, connecting them all together in the year 1993. This pioneering work paved the way for the late establishment of commercial internet services and the data communication industry in Sri Lanka. He has served as a board member of the Sri Lanka National Science Foundation from 1992 to 95 and held the portfolio relating to digital dissemination of science, scientific foundation and information. During this period, NSF Connectivity to Learn was established and online access to international databases was created. He has also played an active role in the shaping of internet governance and ICT policy, having been appointed to serve on the inaugural board of directors of the Computer and Information Technology Council, CINECT, of Sri Lanka in 1983, a position he held until 1998. He became actively involved by chairing many working committees on data communication and computer networking, computer education, etc., thereby contributing to national IT policy deployment and development and, of course, implementation. He is also a founding member of the Internet Society formed in Kobe, Japan in 1992 and of the Computer Society of Sri Lanka formed in 1976. Recognizing the significant contribution to the development of networking and internet in Sri Lanka, Professor Induruwa was honored in 2015 by the Internet Society Sri Lanka chapter as an internet pioneer at the occasion organized to mark 20 years of internet here in Sri Lanka. His passion continues today as he works as the director of the Center for Cybercrime and Security Innovation at the Canterbury Christchurch University in the United Kingdom, where he leads research into security and forensic investigation of the Internet of Things. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for Professor Abhay Induruwa.
Professor Abhay Induruwa, to be recognized here at the first ever SLT 01 Awards for Digital Excellence. How do you see the initiative taken by the telco giant Sri Lanka Telecom?
I think it's a very timely and suitable initiative that Sri Lanka Telecom has undertaken. I mean, my history goes back 30 years now when I started data communications and computer networking, which was the least fashionable thing to do that time. And that predates the Sri Lanka Telecom. And we were working with the Department of Telecommunication. And it is with their support and the support of you others who believed in my dreams that we were able to achieve what we achieved that time. And I'm sure from the Honorable Minister's speech, it was very illuminating to see that there are very, very big ideas and proposals for the Sri Lanka Telecom to grow into a much bigger giant, bigger than what it is now, and I'm sure the industry will definitely benefit from it. So I'm very delighted that Sri Lanka Telecom has taken this initiative.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, Professor Abhay Induruwa.
Right, next to be recognized, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Professor Induruwa. You may take your seat in the audience. Next to be recognized with the Lifetime Award, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Krishan A. Kanakaratna. Mr. Kanakaratna is recognized for his exceptional entrepreneurial drive that creates opportunities for Sri Lankan talent to participate, contribute, and to be recognized on the world stage. In doing so, Mr. Kanakaratna has provided opportunities for IT professionals of Sri Lankan origin to work on cutting-edge global platforms that are pushing the contours of innovation, helped integrate the local ICT industry within the global digital ecosystem, and inspired a generation of young tech entrepreneurs. Over his career, he has founded several highly successful business ventures. In addition to Virtusa, he co-founded eDocs, which is now a part of Oracle Systems. He was also on the founding team of Inski Corporation and a member of the executive management team that took the company public. Having seen an opportunity to harness the tremendous intellectual capacity available in many places across the world, he set about creating a platform through which such experts could apply themselves to their full potential, thereby bringing together very strong intellectual or technology capacity for solving problems, for innovation, and for accelerating time to market that helps transform client businesses and creates better service for their end customers. Ladies and gentlemen, today, Virtusa, the company he founded together with his wife, two close friends, and his parents at his ancestral home in Colombo, in his basement just outside Boston, has earned international recognition. This entity serves global 2,000 organizations and leading software vendors in banking and financial services, insurance, telecommunications, technology and media, information and communication and education industries, with offices and development centers across North America, Europe, Middle East, India, Sri Lanka, Southeast Asia, Japan, Australia, and New Zealand. Virtusa brings together the capabilities of approximately 19,000 people in over 50 corporate offices worldwide. Mr. Kanukaratna is a holder of the Sri Lanka Sikkamani, one of the most prestigious national awards conferred by the government of Sri Lanka, which is bestowed upon individuals making significant contributions to the nation. In 2014, he was named CEO of the Year by the World HRD Congress Thought Leaders International. In 2013, he was named the Business Leader of the Year by the Worcester Business Journal. In 2007, the Information and Communication Technology Agency of Sri Lanka recognized him as the most outstanding CEO in the IT and BPO industry. Ladies and gentlemen, he has also been recognized by Ernst & Young as an Entrepreneur of the Year finalist for the New England in 2006 and was presented the prestigious Young Director of the Year Award by the Sri Lanka Institute of Directors in 2005. Mr. Krishan Kanukaratna is the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Virtusa Corporation and the Chairman of the Board of its majority-owned subsidiary Polaris Consulting and Services Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now, it gives me great pleasure to invite Mrs. Shireen Kanukaratna on stage to accept SLT 01 Lifetime Award, which is presented to Mr. Krishan A. Kanukaratna in recognition of the exceptional contribution he has made to the digital arena. Mrs. Kanukaratna, beloved mom of Mr. Kanukaratna, also founder director of Virtusa Private Limited.
Thank you, 01, for your recognition for the work that we are doing in digital. It is indeed a great time for us. From our founding a little over 20 years ago, Team Virtusa has stayed focused and very disciplined on building digital platforms for many of the largest enterprises in the world. Our global team members work on cutting-edge, end-to-end digital platforms that are reimagining and redefining enterprise-consumer interaction. Today, many of the world's largest enterprises across the industries that we work in rely on Batusa for digital transformation. I want to thank you for recognizing me, but more importantly, to share with you that I stand on the shoulders of our team members who are pushing the contours of technology to innovate for our clients. It is indeed an exciting time to be at Batusa. Thank you for your recognition. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Come on, everyone, give it for Mr. Krishan A. Kanakaratna. Mr. Jayanta Fernando is an internet law and policy expert who has pioneered ICT legal policy reform and the establishment of internet governance process in Sri Lanka. Over the past 2 decades, the multi-stakeholder dialogue and engagement led by Mr. Fernando has addressed a range of issues in the internet space and has been instrumental in helping the internet community evolve and overcome digital challenges. E-laws and policies create the necessary legal and revolutionary environment for use of electronic data and documents for officials as well as commercial and personal purposes, thereby enabling us to carry out the transactions electronically. In the sphere of cyber law, Mr. Fernando has helped draft several pieces of legislation required for electronic trade. The Electronic Transactions Act number 19 of 2006 facilitates domestic and international electronic commerce by eliminating legal barriers and establishing legal certainty. And the Computer Crimes Act number 24 of 2007 provides for the identification of computer crimes and stipulates the procedure for the investigation and enforcement of such crimes. Together, this legislation forms the cornerstone of e-law for this country. Mr. Jayanta Fernando has also advised the formulation of the Payment and Devices Frauds Act number 4 of 2006 and Payment and Settlement Systems Act of 2005. It developed the legal framework for the use of authentication technologies for the National Payment Network, Lanka Clear, which is now used in the interbank payment systems and check imaging and truncating system. In drafting the legislation, he was instrumental in ensuring that Sri Lanka conformed to the international best practices such as the Budapest Cybercrime Convention and UN CITRAL model laws as well as the UN Electronic Communications Conventions. He also gave leadership to Sri Lanka's entry to Budapest Cybercrime Convention and Sri Lanka's ratification of the UN Electronic Communication Convention in the year 2015, both firsts for South Asia. By aligning our e-laws and policies with such international treaties and conventions, Mr. Fernando has positioned Sri Lanka to benefit from enhanced investment climate for trade and commerce, international cooperation, harmonized national laws, and investigative techniques that ensure we remain relevant and can take advantage of advances in the digital world into the future. He was also instrumental in drafting the legal blueprint and the institutional framework to establish ICTA and Sri Lanka CERT. For 10 years, he shared the operational responsibility for the implementation East Sri Lanka Development Project, the flagship ICT development initiative of the government of Sri Lanka in partnership with the World Bank, with which he was involved from its inception in 2002 through the design phase and thereafter as an executive staff member during its implementation phase. Mr. Fernando is a director, legal advisor at the ICT Agency of Sri Lanka and serves on the board of several entities. He is also the current chairman of .lk Domain Registry and co-chairs the task force for the National Certification Authority in Sri Lanka, in addition to the work he does with ISPs and the banks to support the country's CERT Coordination Center. In May 2016, he was elected to the 9-member Bureau of the Council of Europe Cybercrime Convention Committee, which administers the Budapest Cybercrime Convention globally. He's the first ever Southeast Asian to be elected to the converted position. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome and give it for Professor Jayantha Fernando to accept the SLT 01 Lifetime Award with a big round of applause. Come on. Mr. Jayantha Fernando has done so much to the ICT sector here in Sri Lanka when it comes to the legalities. How do you feel and how do you see the first ever SLT 01 Awards?
Well, I'm struggling for words. We do a lot of things, not expecting anything in return. But I think I need to congratulate SLT and all the partners you mentioned who made this event possible. And I think I would like to use this opportunity to pay tribute to some people who are not living and those who are living as well, who actually contributed to this award, and I thank SLT for giving me the opportunity to recognize them who partnered. It's all about partnership, collaboration, multi-stakeholder cooperation that makes what we do possible. So I'd like to thank my parents who gave us the energy to drive all this, and my wife and my extended family is also here. They have been tolerant and, of course, almost destroying my mobile phone because most of the time I'm on the phone late evening, after office hours, taking conference calls with Europe and other parts of the world. They tolerated me all this time. Hope they'll do that in the future. And also, I like to pay tribute to a lot of others that set the platform for what you just mentioned. Notably, late Professor B.K. Sampranayaka and the Syntech Law Committee that set the cornerstone for the work that was accomplished. And we have with us some of our old Syntech colleagues. Lardas is there, Ajit Pandro Perumo is here, and many others who work with us. And then we have the framework and the institutional foundation that made all this possible, namely ICT agency, ICTA, a unique institutional framework at a time when we try to quantify its outputs. I think this is one kudos that can be considered in the quantification of our outputs. And in that light, I'd like to recognize some people who convinced me to come back, including late Justice Mark Fernando, President's Counsel, Iran Vikramaratne, who was our founder chairman, who came all the way to UK and met Natasha and me, and convinced me to come back to Sri Lanka to finish the unaccomplished work. Iran Vikramaratne is not here, but I need to thank him. And all the successive chairmen thereafter, including late Professor Sam, Professor Apasingha, and we have our incumbent, Mrs. Mubarak, who tolerated me for all these work, cutting-edge work we were doing. And then we had all the CEOs who have been with us from day one, including Manju Hathutua, to Prasant Kanage, and others. And my heartfelt thanks also go to my leadership team colleagues, Rishan Devapura and Mr. Vasanta Deshapriya, secretary, amiable secretary, who is here with us, who often push me hard to complete the cycle of reform that we started and to make sure that the laws became practical and relevant. And I wish to also thank all the attorney generals, including my very first attorney general, Honorable Tilak Marapana, Shibbiasis, and all of them thereafter, the chief justices, the Judges Institute, and all the legal draftsmen and women the parliamentary staff, including the Hansard division, the clerks, the translators, who helped to refine the laws we drafted to make them relevant to the present context, and our global partners, namely World Bank and the Council of Europe and the European Union, and UNCITRAL, who gave me immense courage and strength in difficult times to complete this work in a multi-stakeholder-driven model. So I thank SLT for recognizing all of them through this award. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jayantha Fernando, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you very much, the presentation party. You may take your seats once more in the audience. And right after the next entertainment performance, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have the one final 6 awards, the most coveted set of awards to be presented. The winners of the overall categories, do keep your fingers crossed. 6 of the organizations will run away with those 6 most coveted set of awards. Right. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to call upon our members of Royal Warriors.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You were the shadow to my light. Did you feel another star? You fade away. Afraid our aim is out of sight. Wanna see us alive. Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? Was it all in my fantasy? Where are you now? Were you only imaginary? Where are you? You were the shadow to my light. Did you feel us? Another star. You fade away. Afraid our aim is out of sight. Wanna see us alive. Where are you? These shallow waters never meant what I needed. I'm letting go a deeper dive. Eternal silence of the sea. I'm breathing alive. Where are you now? Where are you now?
Right, ladies and gentlemen, the one final set of awards. We are ready to recognize 6 institutions for their contribution, their efforts made towards making Sri Lanka digitally enabled. And to present the 6 most coveted set of awards, ladies and gentlemen, can we have with us on stage once more Honorable Harin Fernando, the Honorable Minister of Telecommunication and Digital Infrastructure, Mr. Vasanta Deshapriya, Secretary to the Ministry of Telecommunication and Digital Infrastructure, Mr. P.G. Kumarasinghe Sirisena, Group Chairman, Sri Lanka Telecom, Mr. Dileepa Vijayasundara, Group Chief Executive Officer, Sri Lanka Telecom, and Mr. Ajanta Seneviratne, Group Chief Marketing Officer, Sri Lanka Telecom. Gentlemen, if you can come up on stage, please. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, recognizing the 6 best institutions here at this first ever SLT 01 Awards for Digital Excellence. The overall winner of Best Digital Enabled Product or Service category. The award goes to Sampath Bank PLC. Well done, congratulations, the overall winners of Best Digital Enabled Product or Service category, Sampath Bank PLC. Right, next, ladies and gentlemen, time to recognize the overall Best Digital Integrated Campaign. That was the success story of Sampath Bank PLC, who won the award for the Best Digital Enabled Product or Service. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to recognize the overall winner of Best Digital Integrated Campaign. And the winner is Litro Gas Lanka Limited. Well done. Congratulations, Litrogas Lanka Limited.
The national LP gas supply in Sri Lanka, Litrogas presents its first ever digital-centric Garua Mavarune digital campaign. The Litro song was released online organically as a teaser, reaching over 240,000 plus Facebook users with more than 2,400 shares. It was the first campaign in Sri Lanka to use a multi-screen roadblock using TV and mobile simultaneously, reaching 130,000 people within seconds at the launch of its first TV commercial. Litrogas became the first energy brand in Sri Lanka to reach 1 million video views on Facebook, with reach level going over 3.2 million FB users during the campaign period. It was a campaign that engaged people to express their special connect with their mothers. Litrogas is the only energy brand in Sri Lanka to be digitally recognized and verified by Facebook and Google. Garua Mavarune campaign far exceeded the set campaign goals, making it one of the most engaging content platforms for the brand. Earned media grew through memes on social media and web articles. The campaign's greatest achievement was its viral effect, where earned media outside Sri Lanka reached over 193,000 FB users, spreading to 131 countries. Litrogas, your trusted energy partner.
Right. With that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on to the next main category, overall winner of the Best Community Empowerment Program. The Best Community Empowerment Program. The overall winner is Ikman Private Limited. Well done. Congratulations, Ikman Private Limited. The overall winner of the Best Community Empowerment Program.
Ikman.lk, Sri Lanka's largest marketplace. A classified site connecting buyers and sellers from across the country to buy and sell almost anything. The site gets 2 million unique visitors a month and 12 million visits in total. On average, 60,000 new ads are posted a month, attracting 2 million interested buyers. Operating from Union Place in the heart of Colombo, Ikman.lk has a team of 350 dynamic and energetic people who are committed to keeping it Sri Lanka's favorite online marketplace. Whether you want to buy, sell, or even rent, Ikman has an easy-to-access interface with multiple categories. The robust online presence in providing sellers and buyers with value-added features and benefits assisting them to promote their products and achieve success along with an enhanced and superior user experience has undoubtedly achieved seller and buyer confidence, cementing Ikman.lk as the premier online marketplace for sellers and buyers in Sri Lanka.
Yes, congratulations, Ikman Private Limited. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to recognize the overall winner of the Best Digital Media Agency. The Best Digital Media Agency, eMarketing Eye. Congratulations, eMarketing Eye Private Limited. The story of eMarketing Eye Private Limited. Thank you very much and congratulations. Right. Next, ladies and gentlemen, the best website or the microsite. Ladies and gentlemen, the best website or the microsite, the award goes to Loves Holdings Limited. Congratulations, Loves Holdings Limited. Right, congratulations, Loves Holdings Limited. One final award to be presented here at this first ever SLT 01Awards for Digital Excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, the best use of mobile. Ladies and gentlemen, the award for the best use of mobile goes to Z Messenger Private Limited. Right, thank you very much. The presentation party.
Thank you very much, Rakita and members of NADRO. Ladies and gentlemen, the digital media is continually evolving. The brands, the organizations, individuals need to adopt the latest, the modern information and communication technologies and to adopt them so fastly to stay relevant. This adoption rate here in Sri Lanka is quite fast, ladies and gentlemen, compared to the other nations in the region. But still, there is more room for the envelopes to push when it comes to the digital excellence. Time and again, history has taught us that technologically superior always win. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we wrap up the formalities here at this first ever SLT 01 Awards for Digital Excellence, proudly hosted by Sri Lanka Telecom. Shall we all put our hands together and give Sri Lanka Telecom a big round of applause? Come on. Thank you very much, Sri Lanka Telecom, for all the initiatives taken. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a couple of photographs, group photographs to be taken. So in the meantime, we'd like to invite everyone else to start enjoying the lovely, scrumptious dinner being served. First, on stage, we'd like to have, ladies and gentlemen, the members of the eminent panel of judges. Can we have all the available members of the eminent panel of judges on stage to take a group photograph? Other winners and the Lifetime Award winners, please remain seated. And joining the members of the panel of judges, we'd like to call upon the Honorable Minister, Honorable Harin Fernando, the Honorable Chairman, the Group Chairman of Sri Lanka Telecom, Mr. P.G. Kumarasinghe Sirisena, and at the same time, the Group Chief Executive Officer of Sri Lanka Telecom, Mr. Dileepa Vijayasundara, and the Group Chief Marketing Officer of Sri Lanka Telecom, Mr. Ajanta Seneviratne, and the Secretary to the Ministry of Telecommunication and Digital Infrastructure, Mr. Vasanta Deshapriya. Can we have all dignitaries as well joining the members of the panel of judges on stage to take this group photograph? Right. I think we need to rush this a little bit, because celebrations are yet to begin. Mr. Vijayasundara, the Group Chief Executive Officer of SLT, and Mr. Vasanta Deshapriya, Mr. Ajanta Seneviratne, Group Chief Marketing Officer. Right, it's a group photograph of the panel of judges. Right, thank you very much, the panel of judges. Only the panel of judges. Others, please remain on stage. Can we have with us now the three winners of the Lifetime Awards? Recipients, three recipients of the Lifetime Awards. Professor Abhay Induruwa, Mrs. Kanakaratna, and Mr. Jayanta Fernando. Right, it's time to take the group photograph with the recipients of the Lifetime Awards. Right, thank you very much. The 3 recipients. Others, please remain. Others, please remain. Right, all the other winners of the 01 Awards. Can we have all of you joining the dignitaries on stage with your awards? With your awards, please. Come on, hurry up. All the other winners. Come on, hurry up. Can you leave space for them? Where's Sampat Bank? Commercial Bank. SciTeb of Mr. Danesh R. Jayatilaga. E-Marketing I. Z Messenger. Loops. Right, all the winners. Loop Solutions. WSO2. We need all of you. Loves Holdings, Litrogas. Ikman.lk, Ikman Private Limited.